youthful topic and young topic. Young or the old, this is always a debate between the humans that what is the old age, what is the youthfulness. I remember one person in Bangalore. He was a Toastmaster, and he was the most motivated person I have ever seen. One of the most motivated person. He always used to say that old person. He was actually around 50, 55 when I was 30. So he used to say, for his definition, the old is anything from his age plus 10. So whether he was 30, the old was 40. If he was 40, the old was 50. If he is 60, the old was 70. So I'm totally following his footsteps. So for me, I'm always young, and anyone, 10 plus 10 from me is old person. So you have to remain youth. It is in the mind. I've seen many people when they are even, late 30s or 40, they say, now I am quite old. So it's all in the mind. If you tell your mind, if you have to tune your mind, so that means your mind has to be young. Your body, your everything will follow that. So if you see our club, leader is, we always follow the leader. So in your body, you have to make your mind as the leader. So if your mind says you are this, you will become this. If your mind says you are that, you will become that. So you just have to control one thing, that is your mind. Rest of the whole body will just follow that. So if you are young, your mind will say you young. If you have no control on your mind, then your body will tell you. You have to follow the body. So it's, the choice is yours. Whether you want to be young or old. Over to you, Siddharth.
Wow, wow, what a great take. So it all depends on our minds, whether we are young or old. So for the evaluator, I'd like to call upon Toastmaster Forse. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Table Topics Master. Deepak, thank you so much for your speech. I really like the control that you have over your speaking, your language, your use of pausing. When you weren't quite sure how to phrase the next thing, you would pause, wait, say what you needed to say. I also appreciated the detail to which you went into. If you're 30, then old as 40. If you're 40, you gave us those details. You didn't have to, but by giving us the details, you were able to speak to all of us who might be a little older than 30. And I appreciate that. Your controlled energy is focused, very laser-like. It's very calm. Like, this is probably calmer than I normally speak. It's because I'm inspired by the way that you spoke. So I very much appreciated what you brought to your speech. Give us a little bit more of that secret to life. Yeah, the secret is, if you're old in your mind, then you're old. If you're young in your mind, then the body will follow. Give us a little bit more of that joy, that secret of wiseness. And I think you're going to really punch up your speech. Thank you very much, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you so much. For you, I have a table topic speech also. So don't mute yourself yet. So I have a very unique and a very simple, but a very complex at the same time. The topic for you is simple and complex at the same time. The topic is, what is good and bad? I repeat the topic. What is good and bad? What is your definition of it? Over to you.
There is the good. There is the bad. There is the ugly. Sometimes we know precisely what is good and what is bad. You go to a restaurant, you taste it, this is good. And then your friend tastes it and they go, no, this is bad. How do you decide? You go to a movie with a friend. You say, this is good. Your friend says, this is bad. How do you decide? What is good today? In a few years, in a few decades, could be bad. Friends, we must make the decisions we can as best we can with the information that we have. Maybe when I try that food today, I think it's good, but after I try your mother's cooking, I go, oh, no, no, no. This is much better. What I had yesterday was bad in comparison. In comparison. It's all relative, isn't it? It's all relative. If I'm on a diet and today I lose 1.5 pounds, it is good. Next week, when I lose 2.5 pounds, that's better. So what was good is now bad. Now, what's horrible is if I gain weight, now it's ugly. That's just ugly. When I go to your house and eat the food, it is good. When I go to my friend's house and eat his food, that's bad. When I go to my house and I try to cook it, that's ugly. If we make the best decision that we can to do the right thing with all the information we have, then it is good. But if we choose to do the wrong thing, that is bad. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Wow, what a brilliant take. I don't have words to appreciate this speech. Really great. So I think this speech has to be evaluated by the president of a club, Toastmaster Mudit. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, to Table Topic Master. And thank you so much, Percy, for joining us again from United States. And whenever you are on stage, you carry that energy, you carry that aura. And to evaluate this particular take, it was superb, fabulous. You started with good, bad, and added an element of humor with ugly. And then you went on to show us how good and bad is relative. You had amazing hand gestures going with your body language, was very well coordinated when you were explaining the whole good and bad conundrum and how it is relative. And then throughout your speech, you had those amazing pauses. The pauses that you took the whole speech and your attempt to that next level. That's something we all need to learn from this particular take. And towards the end, as a perfect speech should be, you ended with a message, a call for action, that it is not just good or bad, but what you do with it is important. So that was an amazing take. And I think it had all the elements from which all of us can learn. Thank you so much. And over to you, Mr. Table Topics Master.
Thank you so much for that great evaluation. Don't mute yourself now. The next speaker will be you, Toastmaster Mudit. So for you, I have chosen a quote from Shakespeare as the topic for today. And that quote is, "Hell is empty and all the devils are here." I repeat, hell is empty and all the devils are here. Over to you, sir.
Whew. I woke up and I realized that I have left my body. Did you see that? Like I'm lying just here and I have left my body, I'm flying. And I can see my body lying just there. What the hell is it? Am I dead? Or is it still a dream? Like the movie Inception, you have dreams within dreams. But I quickly realized whatever it is something I need to experience. And I had a big black man shouting at me that you need to come with me, mister, because you are dead and the doors of hell are open for you. I said, what? I didn't do that bad in my table topics take that I need to be taken to hell for that. All right, I agreed. And the doors opened. And to my surprise, it was empty. Can you believe it? I thought all my friends, colleagues deserved to be in hell. And when I enter the gates, it's just me and me alone. You know what? That brings me to an important realization in life. When you are pointing that one finger to a person that you are wrong, yeah, you, Siddharth, if I tell you that you are wrong, I forget that the rest of the fingers are pointing back to me. I can always think and wish that why is this person doing X, Y, Z to me? I don't deserve it, and he deserves to go in hell and burn in hell. And I am such an amazing guy. See, I'm always polite and good to you, and I deserve to be in heaven. But that's the case with everyone. Everyone thinks that. And everyone thinks that they are better than the other. So the question is to you, people, Toastmasters and guests. Do you think you deserve hell or heaven? And you need to change the definition of your life on those parameters. Thank you, and over to you.
Wow, wow. We do need to change the definition of our own lives on those parameters. Wow, what a brilliant take. Now, who should we call to evaluate this great speech? I see Toastmaster Mohini. Now it's the third evaluation, so I think it's your turn now.
I am a big fan of movies, and with theater closing, I have not got that adrenaline rush when I see those movies. But when I heard Toastmaster Mudit sir, all my energy was just going this, and there was happiness all everywhere. It had drama, it had humor, it had acting. I just loved it. 10 on 10. It's the best. Thank you. I can't evaluate. He is such a great and efficient speaker that everyone should learn. Like, I loved his speech. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohini. And for the next topic, no, it won't be you, Toastmaster Mohini. So let's call upon Toastmaster Ankit. Toastmaster Ankit, please switch on your video. And yes, here you are. What topic should we give you? Just a second. Okay, so I think a lot of philosophy has been discussed till now. Let's move on to a fun topic now. Okay, the topic for you today is never have I ever. I repeat, never have I ever. That's your topic. Over to you.
This is, I think, I'm attempting my fourth table topic, and never have I ever gave an articulatable topic. Never ever ever won a table topic. If you now if you look, see, this is what happens with me, because never have I ever been able to comprehend my thoughts effectively. There's always a stutter. Yeah. And presently there are a lot of just things that are going into my mind, because I just came from my workplace, and never I have ever been able to okay, so I'm getting stuck now. So never have I ever been like got home on time. There's always a delay. Like, I can leave my office at 5 p.m. But again, there's some work at the end, and I usually spend more time I had to spend more time in the office. So never have I ever came at home on time. And there's certain other things which I can do, but never have I ever done those things. So yeah, that's all about it. Thank you, Siddharth, for this abrupt topic. And over to you, back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ankit. That was a great speech indeed. And for you, we have a special evaluator from Cairo, Egypt, Toastmaster Wala. Toastmaster Wala. Am I audible, Toastmaster Wala? Are you there? All right, let's move on to some other evaluator then. We'll wait for Toastmaster Wala for some other speech. Toastmaster Yasmin, if you're there. Oops, I don't think that Toastmaster Yasmin is also there. So, okay, we have other evaluators as well. Toastmaster Vijay Lakshmi, would you like to evaluate the speech?
Of course.
Thank you so much.
So, good evening to everyone. Ankit, this was, I have to say that what is the purpose of the table topic? The purpose of the impromptu or the table topic speech is that we have to be calm, and if irrespective of whether we know on the subject or not, how we have to react, it prepares us for the situation that we can deal at any time. The purpose of table topic is to be calm and to show your presence of mind, whether you know on the topic or not. And that the spirit was shown here. As soon as the topic was given to me, even I was nervous. I was thinking, this, thank God, this topic is not given to me. But I saw your reaction. You just thought a moment, but you started reacting and you started speaking on that. That is the spirit of the table topic. And you showed that energy, and the whether you were able to speak on the topic or not, that was not the point. The point was that you were able to deal with the situation. You were able to face the situation. You were able to speak on the topic, and you have done that job very beautifully, and you are passed on your exam. I have to say, whatever you speak, that was worth listening, and we all enjoyed your topic.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vijay Lakshmi. That was a great evaluation indeed. For the next table topic, let's call upon Toastmaster Arpit. Toastmaster Arpit, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Toastmaster Arpit. So, ready for the table topic?
Not really, but yes.
But that's the essence of the table topic session, right? We are never ready for these topics.
Right.
So, another funny topic for you. The topic for you is, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. I repeat, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Over to you, Toastmaster Arpit.
Thank you, table topic master. So my topic is, when the life gives you lemons, make a lemonade out of it. Okay. So I will relate this topic to my life because when I passed my class 12th, then I'm very confused that what to do. Then first of all, my parents told me that do this CAS, it will give you life and all that stuff. But I want to do something different out of it. So I went to the hotel management after that. But my parents told me that where you will serve the food to the people, and you will have to clean the plates of the people. So this is not a good profession for you. But then I cleared my hotel management, and after that, to fulfill my parents' dream, I went for the CA also, and I've cleared that also. But that's what the life is, in which you have to do what you are prepared of, or what you do, what you want to. So life, so make laminate, squeeze all the lemons you have. So make a laminate from it. That's what I can relate to. Thank you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arpit. And that speech was really nice because you shared a personal story. So it is very relatable for many of us. So thank you so much for that. And the speech, I think, should be evaluated by none other than our distinguished Toastmaster, Deepak Lekhi sir. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, Arpit. It was wonderfully connected with the topic. The first feedback is, if you are able to see your frame on the picture, you are actually lower half. This is first thing you should have done when you're speaking. Your face was not fully visible because you just try to think. You're speaking to someone, getting some ideas, and that person is not fully visible. You straight away get off to that. So you have to be presentable, whether it is your regular speech or table topics, because seeing is believing. Person has to be seen first, because the first impression is the last impression. So whatever you speak, whatever the content you may have, but if you have put that audience off at the first instant itself, then that is of no use. Some people may not speak much, but when they presented, presentation is very, very important in any topic. And it was, and coming to your talk, you gave a personal example that was very good. I think you could have bring more energy also into the topic. Even though it is table topics, I know you cannot plan it. But speak a little louder. Speak with energy. Try to use gestures. So those things add value to your talk. Otherwise, it was great speech. All the best.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepak. For the next speech, I'd like to call upon Toastmaster Shanmukha. I'm sorry, Guest Shanmukha. Guest Shanmukha? Yeah, you can please unmute. Yeah. So the topic that I have for you is from a movie of the legendary Irfan Khan. The movie's name is Lunchbox, and the quote is, which will be the topic for you: sometimes the wrong train takes you to the right station. I repeat, sometimes the wrong train takes you to the right station. Over to you.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. Although I'm not aware of Hindi movies much, because you know what, by my name, I'm a South Indian, so we have our own industry. Taking that aside, I like the quote: sometimes when you take the wrong train or you approach something surprising. I'll tell you one thing which surprised me. I'm a casual cyclist, so I keep on cycling in India. At one point of time, I was forced to look away from India to do some kind of cycling. So I just searched the internet and I found a ride called London to Paris. So I went by a cycle and I rode all the way from London to Paris without knowing what the distance is and without having anyone by my side. So all the people who I shared experience with, all the foreigners and all, had given me enormous knowledge in that. That is one surprise. Second surprise, which recently I read some kind of a fake news that Reliance is going to take over Future Supply and Future Group. And I bought the Future retail shares. And after a while, I realized that, oh, this is not the correct investment. I made to do this investment out of fake news. Then one of my friends instructed to wait for a while. Then I made a decision to wait for a while. Then I thought, in hindsight, it's a good decision. So what I think is, don't plan for a life which is very linear. Plan for a life where you can ride the non-linear equation Over to Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Gesh Shanmukha. That was a very, very good story with a brilliant message. And for that, I'd like to call upon Toastmaster Sakshi to evaluate your speech. Toastmaster Sakshi, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Siddharth. Toastmaster Shanmukha, I really liked your speech. The example of shares was the soul of your entire speech. What you tried to put out, the message you tried to put out was very clear. Not everyone of us has that example ready to go with the evaluation. So I think that was perfect in that way. And just give me a second. And I don't think I have anything more to add. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sakshi. For the next speech, let's call upon another guest, guest Mobina. Guest Mobina?
Hello.
Hello. Hi. So,
Yeah, hi. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Good evening. So the topic for you today is, all right, the topic for you today is the 90s kids. I repeat, the 90s kids. Over to you.
The 90s kids, well, hello everyone, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to present here and talk about this topic. The 90s kids is someone who enjoys the life much better than the 2000 kid. Just like when we were younger, we used to play games, and those games we were not using that phone much, and those games were like we enjoy nature, and we spend most of the time with our siblings, with our family. And if we compare that to our kids right now, so they mostly have the time with their mobile phones, and their way of living is something which is very different. Being a 90s kids, we used to have different products. If I talk about that Parle chocolate, if I talk about that Pepsi ice cream, it was there. So it was the advantage to be a 90s kids when things were too different, and now it is totally different. This is what I want to say. Sorry. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gesh Mobina. That was a very, very good take. And that does remind us of...
Whatever comes in my mind, all of a sudden I just...
No, that was a great take, because that does remind us of chocolates and ice creams that we used to have.
Really.
Now, for the next table topic, I'd like to call upon Toastmaster Shobit.
For evaluation.
Evaluation?
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for that. Toastmaster Shobit, you can evaluate as well.
All right, thank you so much, Siddharth. Mobina, after listening to your take, I felt like that is something very relatable to myself, because I'm also a 90s kid, even though I was born in 1999. But I still believe the kids nowadays, they don't know a lot of struggles that we used to have. They don't know a lot of things, the goodies, the things that we were excited about. They don't have it, because right now they're just stuck inside of their cell phones. However, when I was listening to the take, I was thinking to myself, whether can it be considered as a speech? Because it felt like a conversation to me. And what differentiates between a speech and a conversation is a simple message. You nailed it when you shared your personal example. You nailed it with your composed nature and your speech. However, when you add on to the little message in the end, or an appeal to appreciate the things that we had in the past, that is what turns it into a speech. So that is just for the recommendation. And that was a very wonderful take. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shobit. And since I called out your name for the speech, let us have you for the speech as well now.
All right.
Right. Let me search for a difficult topic for you.
Oh my God, don't say that, please.
All right. So this is a topic which the nation wants to know.
Okay.
Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
The chicken or the egg? The paradox of the whole century, I guess, since I've been asking these questions to my parents. What came first? And I used to think of it as a trick question where I believe I could trick my parents into telling me something wrong, where I can question their authority. No, you're wrong. And that's what we all used to do. That's what we all find a lot of times, to find some faults in other person's behavior or other person's opinion. I believe this nature of ours, ever since we were kids, goes on to expand when we are adults, and we try to find faults in each and everything. Am I right? And that is where I believe we all need to question our own being. Is the question just for the sake of rhetorics, or is it for a bigger reason? If it's just for the rhetorics, it might give you a 5-minute fame. But if it is a valid question that is going to solve the problems of the future and the current, that is when you're going to change yourself, change the people around you, and on the bigger scale, change the entire world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shobit, for that brilliant take. Now let's call upon Toastmaster Shanmukha, guest Shanmukha, to evaluate that speech. Guest Shanmukha?
Yes. Shobit, I like to use HSF technique for you. What I hear, what I saw, and what I felt. What I hear is an enthusiastic story. You are into the story and you draw the audience into the story. And what I saw is, I saw you are using gestures all the time. Hand gestures, eyes, even your head. It's a good way of storytelling, whether it is physical or whether it is brick and mortar or virtual. Gestures are very important. And what I felt is you got a very good content. I think that will drive you to be a better speaker. Why I said better speaker? Because life is all about improving. Nobody can be the best all the time. You need to be better all the time. Over to Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, guest Shanmukha. Life is all about improving. That is a great message. And so now we move on to another guest from outside the borders of India. And I'd like to call upon Guest Wala. Guest Wala, would you be willing to speak on a table topic?
Sure, yeah, why not? Yes,
All
Mudit,
right.
I cooked a good meal, yeah.
Oh. Now, let's see how good can you speak. I'm sure you must be a brilliant speaker. So the topic for you will be a lighter one and a funnier one. And that is honesty the best policy? I repeat the topic. Is honesty the best policy? Over to you, Guest Wala.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I recall one day in my high school, last day of high school, my teacher caught me in the corridor of my school and she told me, hey, you're one of the valedictorians of our school, so I need your help. I said, yeah, sure. She said, well, you're going to be responsible for getting your students, like your friends, the cape and gown, and decide on a date, meet your friends, get a good cameraman, take pictures, have a photo day, and then send me those pictures. So she wanted to make like the banner and everything, and I was responsible for that. I was not honest that day, and I told her, sure, I can do this, no problem. And boy, oh boy, if you know Egyptians, you know what I'm talking about. Timings, we are horrible at that. Finding a mutual time to agree on, that is impossible. And so I started calling people, starting running there. I did everything I could. And still, some people couldn't make it. And we didn't find a mutual place. We couldn't agree on a mutual place. So we went to a bank Can you believe it? So we decided to go to a bank on a free day. It's like it's an off day. So nobody was there. It was just a building, but it was like a glassy black building, and it looked so good for pictures. And we stood there, took pictures, and then ran for school, gave the pictures to my teacher. Then she told me, well, take the cape and gown back to the man where you got them from. I was like, no. I need to be honest here. I can no longer take this responsibility. So yes, I do believe that honesty is a key, and know when to say no and stop saying yes. Back to you, Mr. Siddharth.
Wow, what a great speech. What a great speech. Now, so the evaluator for you, I think, should be Toastmaster Jaskirat. Toastmaster Jaskirat, if you're there.
Yes, Siddharth, I'm here. And
over to you.
First of all, sorry, I'm not able to switch on my camera due to some technical reasons. And secondly, I welcome Toastmaster Vala to our table topic session. It was really wonderful, ma'am, to hear you on this topic. You were really flawless. You were confident. You make us hooked to your story very well, because you were able to relate it to a personal experience. And what I liked the most was how you related your experience to a particular conclusion. And this is all from my side, and I hope that you will join us next week too. And it was really good to hear you, ma'am. Thank you. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jaskirat. We too hope that everyone joins in the next meeting as well, and in the meetings again. Everyone keeps on joining. We do hope that truly. Now, for the next table topic, let's call upon Toastmaster Sakshi.
Yes, Siddharth.
All right. The topic for you.
Choose an easy one.
Okay, easy one. All the topics are easy actually, but okay. The topic for you is happiness is a choice. I repeat, happiness is a choice. Over to you, Toastmaster Sakshi.
I remember when, 1 minute. I think my grandmother needs me. I will have to take another take after 5 minutes.
Not a problem, not a
please go ahead.
problem. So, happiness is a choice for everyone. So I think we can keep the topic and call upon Toastmaster Shubham. Welcome, Shubham. And the topic for you, as I said, is happiness is a choice. Over
Hello,
to you.
everyone. So yeah, I was not expecting to be assigned a topic so soon. Okay. So yeah, happiness is a choice. Okay. So when we think about happiness, we always think about our goals or our aims, that we always think of that if I make say so and so money, I will be happy, or if I achieve so and so mark, I will be happy. So for example, when I was little, I was always like, if I get a computer, I will be very happy. And I would just go to all extent to harass my father in order to get a computer. So for 2 long years, I would put reminders in his phone for every day, and he wouldn't say no to me. He would just say, I'll bring it for you tomorrow, or I'll bring it for you next week. And he would just keep on saying that. And one day, what I did was I put about 100 reminders for a single day for him. And he was so frustrated with it, and I got a good scolding. So eventually one day I got a computer, and then I wanted some games. Then I wanted a screen upgrade. And eventually my goal post kept changing about reaching happiness. There was always a momentary happiness, but not something that would last. Similarly, with everyone, we have our goals regarding our job, our careers, what we do, what we eat, about how it will fetch us happiness. But we always keep on changing the goalpost. Once we attain a certain salary level, we are always looking to doubling that. Once we attain a certain post, we are always looking at one higher post. So as long as we do not choose happiness as our way of being, it doesn't happen. We will always keep pushing the goalpost to be happy if we keep a goalpost to be happy. So I totally agree with the phrase that happiness is a choice. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shubham. That was a very, very nice take. We do keep on changing our goalposts for happiness. And for this, I'd like to call upon Toastmaster Arpit to evaluate your speech. Toastmaster Arpit, are you there? Oops, I don't think that Toastmaster Arpit is there. All right, let's call upon Toastmaster. Let's see who's left. All right. I think we should call upon Toastmaster Ayush, if he's there. Nope, he also left. I'm sorry, he just joined in for a second. All right, so we can call upon Toastmaster. Just a second. We are short of options, I think. Toastmaster Yasmin. Toastmaster Yasmin, if you're there.
Yes, hello.
Hello, Toastmaster Yasmin. The stage is all yours.
Hello, Table Topics, Master Siddharth. Can you please repeat the question?
Yeah. Did you hear what Toastmaster Shubham had to say?
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I supposed to be evaluating you?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm drifting in and out of sleep because I was since yesterday. Can I hold on and maybe take another?
Perfectly
sorry
fine.
about that.
Not a problem.
Sorry.
So I think Guest Wala can evaluate your speech, Toastmaster Shubham. Guest Wala.
Yes,
Over
sure.
to you.
So let me just, Shubham. So what I loved about your speech, and this is something that we can all learn from what you did there, was reflecting or what is it called? Localizing or making your story more personal, because any personal story makes people immersed in the story and makes them, it also makes them, what is it called? I'm losing my vocabulary today. Wait a minute. Okay, man, it keeps popping in Arabic. I can't get it in English. Okay, so I wouldn't say it. So it just makes them, I have to say it, man. Okay, so it's a very popular word. Okay, I'm gonna lose my time just remembering the word. So it was fun. I think it's very important that you made fun of yourself and your father before someone else makes fun of you. It's very important that when you're telling a humorous story, you tell it about yourself and you make a joke out of yourself. This makes people laugh and makes people also get a personal view of it. And the last thing was your take from the story. It was very profound, and all people, I think, would relate to what you said. So keep it up, and I'm looking forward to hearing you again. And I'm try to remember the word.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Guest Wala. And the next topic goes to Toastmaster Vijay Lakshmi. All right, so the topic for you, I have this is my personal favorite topic. So this topic actually is a quote from a movie called Barfi. And the topic is, the biggest risk in life is not taking a risk at all.
Yes.
Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Siddharth, for such a beautiful topic. You have touched my nerve. I have to say that I have just read the July Realized, and there I read a quote that it's better to fail by taking risks rather than taking risk for the fear that I will fail. So I have to say, I am a person who always want to do something, who always want to learn something. I have to tell my personal story that I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. And as soon as my son Adhar has gone US for his higher studies, I decided to quit my job and started a venture of my own. And I have done my IIM Executive MBA last year just to live my dreams. And in the last year, I started a food venture and in Piccadilly Mall itself. And this restaurant was just to start in the April 2nd, was to be inaugurated. But before starting, the pandemic happened, and all my dreams shattered. For a short while, I just thought, what is going to happen, whether I taken a wrong decision by taking this, but no. This was a learning lesson. I'm still happy that I should dare to take a risk. And that has made my decision more determined, make it more determined that I know that this is the time I'm diverting my energy to something else. I'm learning French, I rejoined Toastmaster, I'm gaining my skill. I know the my time will come. I will again start my venture and will be successful. So it's always to take the risk rather than to have a fear that I am not going to take this. Over to Siddharth.
Wow. That's a really, really nice perspective to hear, and that's a really refreshing perspective. And thank you, Toastmaster Vijay Lakshmi, for that great take. And I'd call upon guest Furse once again to evaluate your speech. Guest Furse, the stage is all yours.
You're mute.
Okay, looks like he's having problem in unmuting. So Siddharth,
right.
Do you have the option to unmute? Probably, Salil. Salil, I think you can unmute if you can try.
Yes, was every on the
Yes,
studio.
All right. If you're not able to, probably yeah, it's done.
Yes, now it's done.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm sorry, my computer gets wacky and I can't find the cursor, and so I can't unmute. I love your energy. Wow, powerful energy. You have a strong sense of belief. You have a strong sense of focus, and you take us with you. If I may give you the image of a train, it is unstoppable once it gets up to speed, and it creates a momentum that all of us want to follow. And I really appreciate that. All too often, a speaker sort of waffles, kind of go back and forth, and you're like, we are here. This is what we must do. And it's always a call to action. I'm a believer that there is no such thing as an informative speech, that every speech is a persuasive speech. You are the embodiment of that. You are always moving your audience forward. Please continue to do that. If I may add one thing to your toolkit of tools, a pause, not necessarily to lose your momentum, but a pause to let your audience catch up. And then to agree, yes, you're with me? Good, let's keep going, and give your audience a chance to catch up with you and then bring us with you forward. Please keep your energy. Thank you for sharing your energy with us. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, guest Furse. That was a very, very nice and compact evaluation. Thank you so much for that. For the next table topic, let's call upon Toastmaster Mohini.
Thank God. I just realized one thing, like speaking first is easy than waiting for your turn for table topics.
Yes,
Right. Next time
Create
you'll
a
be the
lot of
first
pressure.
speaker.
Okay.
So, do you love movies?
Oh
Toastmaster
yes.
Mohini?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
So this topic is for you, especially made for you. The topic is, movies are always better than books.
Movies are always better than books. My dad, when I was a child, my dad used to say, Mohini, read books. You are only going to pick language when you're going to read. You are going to be an idiot if you're going to watch movies throughout the day. I tried to read. My first book was Pride and Prejudice. 20 pages and I was sleeping. And I thought, people have just overrated this book. This is so boring. But when I saw movies, I was totally into it. Be it Harry Potter, I used to feel I was the Hermione Granger of Harry Potter. Be it Kabir Singh, I thought I was a Preeti of Kabir Singh. I was so much into movies. And movies were the one which pulled me out when I was in deep depression. Because for some time I was out of this world and into the world of movies. I used to think, what if I was a part of this movie? And yes, there is a science behind it, because what we see and what we hear just are fit in our minds better than just plain reading, because all our sense organs are being used. That is why I feel movies are better than books, because one, they are not boring. Number two, you can be whatever you want in the movies. And number three, it has songs, and I love songs. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohini. As always, a very, very jolly and exciting speech. And I think that this speech should be evaluated by Toastmaster Vijay Lakshmi. Toastmaster Vijay Lakshmi, the stage is all yours.
Yes,
Back.
thank you. Thank you. That, Moni, I have to say that you enjoy your speech always. The good thing is that you are natural and you smile all the time, and that shows your confidence. That shows that how you are enjoying. And the best thing is that when we enjoy the topic or the book or the movie or the whatever, if you are speaking and we're enjoying, the best is automatically have to come, because we are not under stress, we are not under pressure, we are speaking naturally, and that is your ways always. You give such a good example that correlated with your topic. I think you were absolutely fit in this topic, and you really enjoyed, and we also enjoyed this topic. That was good to listen to.
Thank you,
Lakshmi ma'am. I completely agree, and I think we all do that. That was a really energetic speech, and thank you so much, Toastmaster Vijay Lakshmi and Toastmaster Mohini, for that. And now let's move on to our second last speech of the day. Let's call upon Toastmaster, no, not Toastmaster Sakshi. Let's call upon Toastmaster Jaskirat.
Finally, yes, Siddharth.
So, Toastmaster Jaskirat, easy topic or difficult topic? Which one do you want?
Anything here.
Anything, okay.
Everything is a surprise in table topic.
Right. You're right. So, the topic for you today is too busy is just a myth. I repeat, too busy is just a myth. Over to you, Toastmaster Arpit.
Jaskirat. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Too busy is just a myth. So I have read this quote that if you are doing something, that doesn't count that you are a productive person. Doing something, a person doing a work cannot be equally compared to a person who is a productive. So I would like to say that one,
I think there are audio issues. Yes, I think we have lost connection with Toastmaster Jaskirat. It's okay. If he joins back, we'll call him again. So let's move on to Toastmaster, you know who, Toastmaster Sakshi. And Toastmaster Sakshi, since we have all seen that you are brilliant in grammar, I have a topic for you from none other than Shakespeare. So Shakespeare said, and this is the topic for you, all that is not gold. I repeat, all that glitter is not gold. Over to you, Toastmaster Sakshi.
I agree with you, Siddharth, when you say that all that glitters is not gold. When I was little, when I was in college, when I was in graduation especially, the idea of UK, United Kingdom, being the land where I would be able to make my future, where I would have the perfect everything, the perfect boyfriend, the perfect friends, the perfect career, everything would work out for me if I went out of the muck hole that Chandigarh was. That dream, which is usually called the American dream, stayed with me for a long time. But it haunted me as well. It did not let me be at peace with my present. Which is why I think all that glitters is not gold. One of my cousins went to UK to study, and after about 2 months, he came back paralyzed because he did not know how to cook. He could not nourish himself enough. He had to come back on an emergency flight. He had to be transported. He had to be escorted by guards, and he had to be escorted in a wheelchair. All that glitters is not gold. When we are actually in that space and time and position is when we actually realize how difficult things can be. In Hindi, we say, aate dal ke bhav pata chal jate hain. To translate it to English, I would say, we get to know the nitty-gritties of life when we're out there. And everything that is alluring is not always a bed of roses. In my experience as well, the next best option after UK was Delhi. And I have lived in Delhi twice in my life for a longer duration. And I've realized it's not easy to cut it there either. There's so many things that I missed back home. The comfort and the pampering of my parents, and most importantly, the warmth of my parents and family. So while it's nice to be ambitious, it's also nice to have a balanced head on our heads, on our shoulders. That's my recommendation. We should look at things, we should look at their pros as well as cons to have a balanced view. That's my take. Thank you, Toastmasters Siddharth, for the lovely topic.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sakshi. We should look at the pros and the cons. That is the beautiful message of the speech, and we all need to follow that. Thank you so much for that speech. And I think your speech should be evaluated by our very own timer, Toastmaster Salil, if you're there. Welcome, Toastmaster Salil. The stage is all yours.
Sorry, Toastmaster Siddharth. I could speak for a table topic, but I didn't able to listen properly, so I wouldn't be able to evaluate it efficiently. So you could give.
It's perfectly fine because you were timing the speech, so that's perfectly fine. Anyways, we can call upon guest Sham if you're there for the evaluation.
Hi all, and sorry I will not be able to assess because I have listened to a portion but not all, so I think that I will not be able to do justice.
It's perfectly fine, guest Sham, not a problem. We can call upon another member of our Toastmasters Club, and that is Toastmaster Shobit. You thought that you wouldn't be called again, but here you are.
Thank you so much, Siddharth. I heard the whole take, Sakshi, and what I believe is you went on a personal story right from the get-go, and that hooked me for a start. But then after 1 minute or something, I lost my attention for some reason. And maybe it was because of the monotony into the speech. And that, I believe, could be worked upon by involving gestures and a little bit of tonality in your speech. When you change the whole perspective, the whole tone from the lower angle to a higher one. And when you do that, people are like, what's going on? Let me check in for a little bit. And that is when you bring out the most in your speech, because not all aspects of a speech are as important as the sum of them, right? There are some fillers and there are some important points that you want all the audiences to focus on. So that is what I believe you can do in your future speeches. Also, in the end, you brought out a very insightful idea where we should be able to balance our optimistic side and pessimistic side. We shouldn't be looking everything with the bright colored glasses, and we shouldn't be looking at everything with a very dark colored tone. We should have a dual lens with which we see the world. So that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for your speech.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shobit, for that insightful evaluation. For the next topic, let's call upon Toastmaster Jaskirat. Toastmaster Jaskirat?
Yes, sir.
And your speech will be evaluated by guest Sham. So guest Sham, be ready to evaluate that speech.
Sure.
All right. So the topic for Toastmaster Jaskirat is, what if you wake up tomorrow and realize that this year was just a bad dream? I repeat the topic. What if you wake up tomorrow and realize that this was just a bad dream this year? Over to you, Toastmaster Jaskirat.
What if I wake up tomorrow and realize that this is just a bad year? I would be sad. I won't be happy. Do you know why? Just because the learnings what I had in this a roller coaster ride of this year, I wouldn't have learned them on a normal 2020. People would say that, like, it is good that everything what is happening since January to the time till date would be just erased. I know many lives have been lost. I know we have seen a very much destruction due to all this pandemic and what is happening in between the world nations. But there is also one more aspect to it. How much nature is getting through all this. We cannot deny this fact. And if I see my personal selfish interest in this, and the things what I have experienced and learned in this year 2020 won't have been possible if I was not the part of this roller coaster ride. So to my answer to this, if this was just a dream, I won't be happy with it. Over to you, Siddharth.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jaskirat. And for that speech, I'd like to call upon Toastmaster Sham, Toastmaster Murari Sham. Welcome.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you. And Jaskirat, a wonderful speech, and keep it up. I couldn't see you, but yes, you were great in the speech. The take you took, that was very positive. And this kind of outlook we actually require at this time, because the pandemic has actually disrupted our lives. And we have to have like this kind of take. So it was a wonderful speech, and your enunciation, pronunciation, and the way you delivered the speech, very relaxed. And you put me in the relaxed mode. And I'm very happy to evaluate your speech. And you're very authentic. And you said that if it were a dream, then I would not be happy. That was perfect ending. With that, I end. Thank you. And over to you, Siddharth. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sham. Now, that was a really, really, really great session. I had so much fun. And I hope that you guys too enjoyed the topics and found the speeches and the evaluation useful. Now, over to Toastmaster Salil. Toastmaster Salil, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Table Topic Master Siddharth Jain. You really did a great job. All the table topics which you chosen was very different. And moreover, all the speakers and guests who spoke, it was really It was really amazing to hear you all. So we are already getting late for the time. I request all the guests to share their mail IDs because I will share your timing report there because we are getting late. And to all the members, I will share the timing report in group. And I request you all to please switch on your cameras so that we could have one amazing photograph. If you are able to switch on your cameras, please. Cheers, everyone. Yeah, that's great. It was really good to have you all on the table topic session. We Chandigarh Toastmasters Club held a table topic session every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time and 5:30 GMT time. So hope to see you all again next week. Bye bye. Have the same time. Thanks.
Just a very quick announcement that one of our guests, Fursi, is having a table topics on 4th of August. So Fursi, would you like to update us with that so that all of the people joining here can join you as well?
Thank you, Mudit. I appreciate that. Yes, next Tuesday at 12 noon my time, which I think is
10:30 p.m. India time.
In India time, 10:30. Yes. I'm an area director, and my area is hosting a table topic extravaganza, and so you'll see a lot of similar things here with a couple of little twists that you might enjoy.
Yes.
So I invite you to come and join. You have my email. Let me know if you're interested. You have my email in the chat, and I will send you all the specific information. But I would love to see all of you there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for the quick announcement, Percy, and hope all of us will be able to join that exciting table topic session. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Sadal and Toastmaster Shobit, for organizing this session. And we are definitely going to keep having this session on every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. India time. So it was glad having you all guys here, and hope to see you back again next Wednesday.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Siddharth, this was really good. And with
Thank
a
you.
stable topic with a smile.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster.
Icing on the cake it was.
That really boosts my confidence. Thank you so much. Thank you. Chalo.